America's Senate has just passed a $1 trillion farm bill. It's actually two bad bills yoked together, neither of which could get through Congress on their own, but which, when together, get support both from rural senators who like farm subsidies and from urban ones who like food stamps. The farm part of the bill is very simple. It takes taxpayers' money, lots of it, and gives it to farmers. You could get rid of that in its entirety and America would be better off. The food stamps part of it is a bit more complicated. It's one of more than 100 federal anti-poverty programs. There's a strong argument that you could simplify the whole lot down to 1 or 2 programs and they'd be run much better. Spending on it has increased more than 50% since 2008, although all the talk in Washington is of big cuts. It's a huge mess, but alas, that's the way Washington works these days.
Google's deal with the European Commission brings to an end a 3-year antitrust investigation into the way it displays the results from rivals in specialist searches for things like flights and restaurants and consumer goods. Under the terms of the deal, Google will present the results from rivals only in Europe alongside its own specialist results. The deal means that Google has avoided the prospect of a fine of up to $5 billion, but its rivals say that the deal doesn't go far enough and they're going to fight on. Google also faces the prospect of another investigation into the dominance of its Android mobile operating system. But what's really striking about this is that unlike Microsoft, which over the past decade has paid billions of euros in fines to European regulators, Google seems to be much better at making concessions and doing deals.
The Panama Canal is going through this enormous expansion program at the moment, but right now there's not very much digging going on because of a big dispute which has broken out between the Panama Canal Authority, which runs the route, and a consortium which is involved in doing some of the building work. Now, the consortium has managed to overspend by about $1.5 billion, and the dispute is about who should cover that cost. Now, every day really counts because Panama's dry season, which is the only time that you can mix concrete, only lasts for 4 months, and so with every day that this delays, the project is put back. Ports around the world are watching this dispute with real worry because they at the moment are in the process of deepening and enlarging their own ports to accommodate the bigger ships, which in theory will be able to go through the bigger enlarged canal when it's completed. But as the negotiations plough on, without success it seems so far, people are looking at new trade routes. So with every day that these negotiations drag on, the map of global trade is being redrawn.